Hello! Greetings mga ka-spacers natin out there from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And sa lahat ng ating mga ka-spacers out there worldwide and netwide, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. This is your ka-spacer and space commander, Prof Jun Cajigal, welcoming you to another online telescope viewing. This time, my telescope is pointing at our waning gibbous moon at about 82% illumination mga ka-spacers, and today is February 20, 2022, day 1 of the National Astronomy Week 2022. So mga ka-spacers, we are celebrating the National Astronomy Week headed by Pag-asa po ito, spearheaded by Pag-asa. From Feb 20, day 1 po ngayon, up to Feb 26, this coming Saturday. Ito po yung last day, 2022. Alright, so mamaya po, the Vedan Society of Young Astronomers will be promoting yung mga activities po namin in line with our celebration of the National Astronomy Week 2022. Alright, so dito muna tayo sa ating online telescope viewing of the waning gibbous moon po. So join me in the next 30 minutes as we observe the waning gibbous moon at 82% illumination mga ka-spacers. So waning po tayo, waning gibbous. So yung shape po ng moon is egg shape or oval shape, and nasa phase na tayo between full moon and last quarter mga ka-spacers. So waning means that in appearance, the moon is getting smaller. Waning means mga ka-spacers that there is a gradual decrease of the moon's sunlit part after full moon po ito. The waning process lasts until new moon and it has two phases. So nasa waning gibbous po tayo and waning crescent po. Alright, so ayan po yung ating buwan ngayong gabi, no? Waning gibbous. So between full moon and last quarter. And masisilayan na natin itong waning gibbous late at night. You might catch the moon in its waning gibbous phase. It will appear less than full moon but more than half lighted. Right? A waning gibbous moon rises later at night than a full moon mga ka-spacers, and you'll catch it ascending over your eastern horizon somewhere between sundown and midnight. No? So medyo late na po yung pag-akyat po ng waning gibbous, hanggang ano na ho yan, hanggang waning crescent. No? Late night and early morning na po natin masisilayan. Alright. That's why we are bringing the telescope to you po mga ka-spacers, para ma-appreciate nyo yung ganda ng ating waning gibbous moon, and sana ma-observe natin yung waning crescent. Alright, and that's our advocacy dito sa Vedan Society of Young Astronomers. Ganun din po kami sa Manila Street Astronomers and the Sky Watchers Society of Las Piñas. So we would like to bring the telescope to you kasi po nasa gitna pa ho tayo ng pandemya at hindi pa ho tayo talaga pwedeng mag face-to-face public telescope viewing kasi medyo alangan pa rin po kung mag-conduct ng mga ganyan activities. Nandyan pa rin po yung virus. No? So mag-iingat pa rin po tayo. So siguro darating yung panahon, sana mag-alert level 1 na, baka may consider na rin po natin yan. Yung mga ganyan na face-to-face public telescope viewing, pero may pag-iingat na ho. Alright, so hanggang dito na lang muna tayo sa ating online setup ng pagsilip sa kalawakan, no, using the telescope. Alright, so ito na po yung ating magnified image of our waning gibbous moon, and makikita po niyo yan, yung puti na yan, that's the Copernicus crater. Alright, so ang Copernicus crater mga ka-spacers is about 93 kilometers in diameter and 3.8 kilometers deep. And the Copernicus crater is located in the Ocean of Storms or Oceanus Procellarum. Alright, so ayan po, nasa taas po yung Montes Apenninus mountain range. Mamaya babalikan pa ho natin yan. And itong puti na yan, that's the Copernicus crater. Alright, so yan, ginagalaw po natin yung telescope. So imagine niyo po mga ka-spacers na nakasilip po tayo sa bintana ng Apollo spacecraft. And itong telescope na ginagamit natin ngayon, yan, ito yung 80mm ko na Vixen Custom Refracting Telescope. That is the nearest thing that we can get on boarding a spaceship in orbit around the moon. Alright, kasi talaga nung bata ako, yung talagang pangarap ko maging astronaut. Alright, pero wala, hindi na matutupad yun. So ito na lang, yung telescope na yan po, that's the nearest thing that we can get from a spacecraft orbiting the moon. Okay, so mapapansin po ninyo mga ka-spacers, may mga dark patches na sa ating lunar image. Yun po yung Mares or Marias. Ang Maria po is the Latin for seas. Okay, because early astronomers thought that those dark areas are bodies of water. And itong mga bright areas are lunar highlands and impact craters. And right now mga ka-spacers, we are now in the southern lunar highlands and yung telescope natin ay nakatutok sa Tycho crater. Ayan po yung Tycho crater, ang ganda, no? So what do you think? So that's a prominent lunar impact crater located in the southern lunar highlands. The Tycho crater is about 85 kilometers across, no? And 4.8 kilometers deep. Alright, and ginagalaw po natin, minumove natin yung telescope near the terminator. So the terminator is the imaginary line separating the unlit part from the lighted part of the moon. And makikita nyo mga ka-spacers, no, isang damakmak na craters, no, ang nasisilayan po natin ngayon sa ating lunar imaging tonight. And yan, yung mga dark areas na yan, those are Mares or Marias. Again, early sailors, early astronomers thought na yung mga dark areas na yan are bodies of water. Pero we know that those dark areas are solidified pools of ancient basaltic lava. Alright, and nasa gitna po ulit yung Montes Apenninus mountain range named after the Apennine Mountains in Italy. Alright, and ayan po, yung puti na yan na nasa gitna ng ating lunar image, that's the Copernicus crater. Alright, so again, the Copernicus crater is 93 kilometers across and about 3.8 kilometers deep. Alright, and we are moving the telescope again at the southern lunar highlands. Ayan po yung bright areas na yan. Those are lunar highlands and impact craters. And again, nakikita nyo po yung Tycho crater named after the renowned astronomer Tycho Brahe or Tycho Brahe, which is considered one of the greatest of the naked eye astronomers. So meaning wala pang telescope noon, marami na siya nahambag sa astronomiya. Alright, so ayan po isang damakmak na craters, no, near the terminator. The terminator again is the imaginary line separating the unlit part from the lighted part of the moon. Alright, so ayan po, no, para po tayong nakasilip sa bintana ng Apollo spacecraft. Fascinating. So if you're fascinated by what you're seeing right now, please comment down below mga ka-spacers. No, kung kayo na amaze, kayo na hihiwaghaan, or kung meron po kayong mga tanong or even pa shoutout, ayan, just type in your comments or pa shoutout sa ating comment section. Alright, so ang ganda po ng ating imaging ngayon ng buwan. Malinaw po yung ating camera. Alright, so that's the magnified image of the waning gibbous moon at about 82% illumination. And today mga ka-spacers is Feb 20, 2022, day 1 of the National Astronomy Week 2022. Alright, so ayan po. And siguro mamaya bago natin i-magnify ulit yung image ng buwan sa mga doon nakamiss kanina, no, ng ating magnified image of the moon, gusto ko muna pong magpa-shoutout at magpasalamat sa aking mga officers and crew of the Vedan Society of Young Astronomers at talagang they exerted effort para mapaghandaan yung mga activities namin in line with the celebration of this week's National Astronomy Week 2022. So shoutout sa inyo mga officers and crew BSYA headed by Miss Angeline Kilang. And again, shoutout po sa mga kasama ko from the Manila Street Astronomers, lalo na po si Mr. Christopher Lu. Yan po, maraming salamat sir, mabuhay po kayo. And sa mga kaibigan ko from the Philippine Astronomical Society, si Sir Camilo Dacanay, Chairman of the Board of the Philippine Astronomical Society, si Mr. Hernandizon, maraming salamat sir, mabuhay po kayo. And sa lahat ng mga astronomy enthusiasts out there na nakatutok o kahit hindi po nakatutok, yan, pabati sa inyo na Happy National Astronomy Week. And kayo po mga ka-spacers, no? Please like and share itong ating ginagawa para ma-inspire po natin yung mga kabataan to love the sciences, lalo na ang astronomiya. Alright, so ayan po, kahit hindi po kayo astronomy enthusiast at nakatutok po kayo ngayon, ayan po, pabati po sa inyo na Happy National Astronomy Week. Alright, so in a few minutes po that we will be magnifying the image of our waning gibbous moon. So ikalat po natin ito, no, lalo na sa mga kabataan. Ayan, so para ma-inspire po natin sila, ma-engage po natin sila to love the sciences. Alright, and ito po yung telescope na ginamit ko in having this clear image of the moon tonight. So ito po yung 80mm ko Vixen Custom Refracting Telescope. So 80mm, ayun po yung diameter ng lens. Refractor kasi po ang telescope na ito uses lenses to produce the magnified image of our moon. And yung eyepiece na ginamit ko is a 15mm Plossil eyepiece na may cellphone adapter. Yung cellphone ko ay nakakonect sa laptop. And we are viewing this lunar image live and alive from Las Piñas po mga ka-spacers. Alright, so kung gusto niyo po magpa-shoutout, no, just type in your name para malaman din po namin, and your location, no, para malaman namin kung hanggang saan nakakaabot ang ating live stream ngayon. Alright, and kung gusto niyo po magpabati ng Happy National Astronomy Week sa mga ka-friends po ninyo, mga ka-spacers natin dyan, so just type in your pabati dito sa ating comment section. Alright, so medyo maulap pero nag-clear naman po eventually ang kagaya po niya, no? So ang ganda-ganda po ng ating lunar imaging ngayong gabi, except for a few clouds na dumadaan. Okay, so ayan po yung ating waning gibbous moon. So again po mga ka-spacers, no, waning kasi nasa ano na tayo, no, we are now between full moon and last quarter. Ayan, so waning. Pero sa ibang tao, ano ba talaga ang waning gibbous sa atin? What does the waning gibbous moon symbolize? So alam niyo mga ka-spacers, no, ang waning gibbous phase of the moon is the perfect time of the month to be grateful and share the right thing you have in life with your loved ones. The light of the moon is starting to decrease, no? Palit na ng palit po yung buwan natin until a new moon. And it means that you can now benefit from the hard work you had to do for the last 2 weeks. No? So ibig lang sabihin po niyan, magpahinga na ho kayo, waning na ho eh. So parang ito na po yung reward ninyo sa inyong hard work for the last 2 weeks. So yun yung pong sinisimbolize ng waning gibbous moon. Okay, yan. So later, no, in a few minutes, we will be magnifying the image of the moon. Yan. This is also the time of the month that when you should finish all your projects and start cleaning your mental space. Ayan, kasi the moon is getting smaller. Ayan. Ito, di ko pinapakinggan ko po yung mga estudyante ko ngayon na finish your projects. Alright, so ayan po yung ating sinisimbolize ng waning gibbous. Okay po, so ito po yung ating magnified image of the moon. And nakatutok po yung ating telescope sa Copernicus crater. Ayan po. So again po, the Copernicus crater is 93 kilometers across and about 3.8 kilometers deep. Ganyang kalaki ang Copernicus crater. Alright, itong mga itim-itim na ito, these are lunar plains called Marias or seas. Again, because early sailors, early astronomers thought that those dark areas are bodies of water. Kala nila dagat yan kaya binigay na pangalan na Mare or Maria. Alright, we are now moving the telescope at the southern lunar highlands. Itong mga bright areas na ito, these are lunar highlands and impact craters. And nakikita nyo ngayon on screen the Tycho crater. Ayan po, so napakaganda ng Tycho crater. No? The Tycho crater is a prominent impact crater in the southern lunar highlands named after the Danish astronomer Tycho Brahe. Alright, the Tycho crater is 85 kilometers across mga ka-spacers and 4.8 kilometers deep. Alright, and we are moving the telescope dito sa may terminator. Ayan po, so napakaganda po nung mga craters na yan near the terminator. By the way po mga ka-spacers, the terminator is that imaginary line separating the unlit part from the lighted part of the moon. Alright, so ayan po no, mga dark patches, yung mga Mares or Marias. So yan, ginagalaw po natin yung telescope na mabagal. So para po tayong nakasilip no, sa bintana ng Apollo spacecraft. Ayan, so itong telescope na ito, that's the nearest thing that we can get from boarding a spacecraft in orbit around the moon. Alright, so ayan po yung Montes Appenninos mountain range. Ayan po, named after the Apennine Mountains in Italy. And ayan po, umakyat na po ulit yung Copernicus crater. Alright, again, the Copernicus crater is 93 kilometers across. And very prominent po yung rays, yung patterns of white lines radiating along the rim of the Copernicus crater. Ayan po, nakikita nyo, kitang-kita dito sa ating telescope na yung patterns of white lines na yan or rays. Okay, so ayan po ang ating lunar imaging tonight, Feb 20, 2022. And I am moving my telescope again at the Tycho crater. Ayan po, and kitang-kita pa rin po talaga yung patterns of white lines na yan radiating along the rim of the Tycho crater. Alright, so fascinating indeed. If you're fascinated by what you are seeing right now, please comment down below mga ka-spacers, or kung meron po kayong mga katanungan sa ating lunar imaging ngayon, mag-type po kayo sa ating comment section. Okay, so ayan po, ang ganda, isang damakmak na craters para po tayo talagang nakasilip sa Apollo spacecraft, sa bintana ng Apollo spacecraft. Okay, ayan po, nasa northern side of the moon tayo ulit. And yan, paakyat po ulit yung Montes Appenninos mountain range. Ayan po. Ayan, so dito sa bandang right side po ng ating screen, ayan po yung Montes Appenninos. And paakyat na po ulit yung Copernicus crater. Alright, ayan po yung puti na yan, na malaking puti na yan, that's the Copernicus crater. Alright, so there you have it mga ka-spacers. No, that's our magnified image of the waning gibbous moon tonight, Feb 20, 2022. And the moon is 82% illuminated po mga ka-spacers. Alright, so nasa gitna na po tayo between full moon and last quarter. Alright, waning gibbous, 82% illumination. Alright, so bago po tayo magtapos sa ating online telescope viewing, gusto ko po sanang i-promote yung mga activities namin sa BSYA, Bedan Society of Young Astronomers, in line with our celebration of the National Astronomy Week. Alright, and sa Feb 23, that's Wednesday, itong darating na Miyerkules, Feb 23, we will be having a special webinar about the James Webb Telescope. Ayan po, maraming hindi nakakaalam ng James Webb Telescope, yung mga objectives niya and ano bang implication nito sa gitna ng pandemya. Bakit sa gitna ng pandemya kailangan pa natin mag-launch ng ganyan na mission, no? So antabayanan niyo po yan. We would invite you mga ka-spacers na umattend po niyan. Libre po yan, walang bayad. All you need to do is to register. Visit our Facebook page, the Bedan Society of Young Astronomers, And para mag-register lang po kayo. Yan, wala po kaming hinihingi na bayad dyan. Libre po yan. Para sa inyo po yan mga ka-spacers. All you need to do is to register para mabigay po namin yung Zoom link para makapasok kayo sa webinar. Okay, so ayan po yung aming special webinar about the James Webb Telescope. So tara na po mga ka-spacers, invite your friends, invite your loved ones. Libre po yan para alam ninyo kung ano yung mission ng James Webb Telescope niya. Para saan ba yan? No? Ano yung mga implications niyan sa atin? Alright, so and we have invited na mga batikan na speakers. And isa na dyan si Mr. Christopher Lu from the Manila Street Astronomers. Alright, then on Feb 25, we will be having a special online telescope viewing mga ka-spacers. And we call it Takip Silim. So we will be featuring all the phases of the moon for the month of February 2022. Okay, so hindi po ako mag-host niyan, mga members of BSYA. I'll just be manning my telescope. Yan po, so antabayanan niyo po yan. And pag kayo sumali sa pa-contest, mananalo po kayo ng cash prize. So meron po kaming munting pa-contest dyan sa Takip Silim Online Telescope Viewing. Kaya tara na po, we would like to invite you sa aming online telescope viewing on Feb 25. Alright, so nasa Facebook page po namin yan, ila-live stream po namin yan. So join us on Feb 25. Baka manalo po kayo ng cash prize, no? Enough na pampaload po ninyo ng cellphone. Alright, then on Feb 26, yun po yung last day ng National Astronomy Week, we will be having a Battle of the Bands with a twist of astronomy. Ang tawag po namin dyan ay Rock the Stars. Ayan po. So you will be hearing good music and at the same time you will learn about astronomy. And this will be live streamed also on Facebook, sa aming Facebook page and sa Skywatcher Society of Las Piñas. Alright, so Battle of the Bands, Rock the Stars. Ayan po, so pwede kayong mag-enjoy and at the same time learn about astronomy. Ayan, so this is a mix of music and astronomy. Ayan po. So yun po yung aming mga activities in line with our celebration of the National Astronomy Week. And itong National Astronomy Week is spearheaded by Pag-asa. And may mga activities din po sila. And I think yung mga ibang astro groups ay may mga activities po din. So sumali po tayo sa kanila, no? And let's come together and celebrate the National Astronomy Week 2022. Alright, so ayan po. So sumali po kayo at marami kayong matututunan about the sciences, especially astronomy. And bago po tayo magtapos sa ating online telescope viewing, again po mga ka-spacers, so pakiusap ko lang sa inyo to please like and share itong ating online telescope viewing so that we could reach more people, lalong-lalo na po yung mga kabataan, mga estudyante, so that they would be inspired and be engaged in the sciences, especially astronomy. And please like and share our Facebook page, the Belan Society of Young Astronomers. Also, please like and share po yung Facebook page ng The Science Guy TV Ka-Spacers Channel and yung Facebook page ng Skywatcher Society of Las Piñas. And also, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Science Guy, Prof Jun Cajigal. Alright, so siguro hanggang dito na po tayo. Marami pong salamat sa mga nakatutok po ngayon. And mabuhay po tayong lahat sa mga astronomy enthusiasts out there. Mabuhay po kayo. And bago po ako magtapos, shoutout po kay Mr. David Rioferio from World Vision Philippines. Marami pong salamat sir sa inyong pagtulong sa aming pagpapalaghanap ng mga gawain dito sa BSYA. Thank you sir and mabuhay po kayo and World Vision Philippines. Alright, and lahat ng mga astronomy enthusiasts dyan, pagpatuloy nyo lang inyong ginagawa in promoting astronomy to the general public. Alright, so this is your Ka-Spacer and Space Commander, Professor Jun Cajigal, saying live long and prosper. Alright, hindi pa ho tapos ang pandemya, so mag-iingat pa rin po tayong lahat. Always stay safe and always keep your space. Alright po, so see you in my next online telescope viewing. Happy day 1 of the National Astronomy Week 2022. Please join us in our celebrations po sa mga activities po namin. Bye-bye!